I'm Pam, I'm 60 years old, and I love to hike. I love to hike. I love to hike. I love to hike. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I post a new video each week, so be sure and sign up for notifications so you don't miss any of them. I'm Pam, I'm 60 years old, and I love to hike. Today we are going to Vista Loop in the Pusch Ridge Wilderness area. Pusch Ridge stretches along the south and west of the Catalina Mountains, with Pusch Peak forming the southwest point of this incredible triangular mountain range. The Catalina Mountains are almost entirely contained by the Coronado National Forest, with dozens of camping areas and hiking trails throughout the entire mountain range. This morning when I woke up, it was snowing out, but it's cleared up now and it looks like it's just going to be a beautiful hike. It doesn't look like the parking lot is very full. I think people were scared away by the weather this morning. Normally on a Sunday morning, this place would be packed. So today I am starting to do some serious training for the Grand Canyon. I am going to hike with a full pack on. Now it's not loaded as heavy as it will be in the Grand Canyon. I weighed it, it's only 25 pounds, and in the canyon it's probably going to be closer to 40. So let's give this a try, see how it works. Okay, I think it's good. What do you think? Today I'm hiking with my friend Susan and my daughter Zia. Susan and I used to hike together a lot, and so we're hoping to get that started again, so that's going to be really fun. Zia does not like hiking in the heat. She agreed to go today because it's nice and cool out. It snowed this morning, and so I think we're going to have fun. We also brought a really good picnic lunch. Linda Vista Trail is approximately a 2-mile loop with an elevation gain of only 425 feet. From the trailhead, there's a map that shows the trail routes and additional trail information. Linda Vista means beautiful view, and it's an awesome trail for a quick, before work, lunch break, or sunset hike. There's a central path that's barely more than a mile out and back, linking that trail with several others, which range from about 1/3 of a mile to 1.5 miles, lets you create a custom loop based on your time and fitness level. The trail is well defined and pretty easy to navigate, so it's ideal for beginners and solo hikers. So I am gonna just do a little bit of filming as we get started. This trail is a loop, so you can start either direction. The other direction is a bit flatter to get going. This one is a bit steeper to get going. This trail is fairly close to civilization, but once we get up to the top of this trail, then it's nice and isolated, and the beginning of the Pusch Peak Trail, which I will be doing a little bit later this year. When we got out of bed this morning, it was about 35 degrees outside, but by the time we were ready for lunch on the trail, it was in the mid-60s. Perfect hiking weather. My daughter helped me make a wonderful picnic lunch with oranges, chicken pesto sandwiches, and Rice Krispie treats. Yeah, we are really roughing it on the trail today. Since there really had been snow on the ground early in the morning, at least somewhat, by the time we got to the melted trail, it was quite muddy in places. Us desert rats just aren't used to this much water. Okay, we're good. were having so much fun on our hike that as we headed back, we actually took a wrong turn. Instead of doing the outer loop like that, we stopped at the top and had a picnic lunch, and then accidentally came down the center line. So instead of doing 2.7 miles, we only did 2 miles. But it was still a gorgeous hike, a wonderful day. A few days later, starting around 8 p.m., magic happened. So it snowed last night. The trail is covered with snow. It is beautiful here. Although it does snow at the top of Mount Lemmon in the winter, Tucson rarely gets snow. Even when we do, it generally just sprinkles a nice dusting on the foothills and doesn't last long enough in town to notice. But every few years, we get a real treat. If you aren't from the desert, you can't understand how special a snowstorm like this can be for us. When I woke up, I couldn't resist going out of my way and taking a short hike on the Linda Vista Trail before I went to work. As soon as I got out of the car, I entered an alternate universe. Now that we've seen real magic on the trail, it's time to talk gray hair. Last week, I decided I couldn't live with the growing gray splotch on the top of my head. Don't get me wrong, I really do like the silvery color that's slowly making its way in, but that sharp line between the dark portion of my colored hair and the nice gray that was growing in was starting to take over my head. So I decided to go get some help. I went into the salon expecting them to just bleach all the color out of my hair. Silly me. I've never gone to hair salons much during my life, so I honestly don't know a whole lot about how it works. Even in the last couple of decades, when I've been coloring my hair, my husband actually does it at home for me. My stylist, Lisa, told me that if she did that, however, all of my hair would fall off from the damage. So how long did I have these foils in? Lost track of time.
Me too. About 25 minutes?
When she explained that I would have to go blonde for a while, I just about walked out. That is not what I had planned to do when I walked in there.
It's gonna calm down. Like we're still gonna have a lot of warmth, remember? We talked about the warmth in the hair.
Right.
So this is gonna kind of cancel out.
And it's just called gloss?
Mm-hmm.
And how long does it stay in?
Not really a specific time.
Let's wait and see.
Just kind of wait for it to do its magic.
Alright, so this gloss takes out the warmth, so makes it whiter, right?
More, actually, we're going kind of ashy.
This is the best part.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're getting there. So what do you think? I'm really pleased with it, and I think it's going to make the transition a lot easier for me. Let me know in the comments at the end of this video, and I will see you next week.